Alrighty. Good morning, beautiful people. How is everyone doing? Let me know in the chat box just with a 111 or something. Give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me loud and clear. If you can see my screen, let me know. All right, there's a thumbs up. Amazing. Good. Let's get this thing started. First of all, for all the people, Happy New Year. I think this is the first session, right, since the new year. Yes, it is. The last one was the 31st, the last day of 2025. So now we are here in this new year, of course, full of opportunities. I want to wish you the best, the good health, the best successes, an amazing trading year. Yeah, I just wish you all successes and achieving the things you want to achieve. All right, let's get this thing started. Let's talk about the price rush from last week. Of course, like you guys know, it was 31st of December. It was the 1st of January. Of course, the 1st of January, everything was closed. But then we also had, of course, the second, the Friday. For me personally, that was a beautiful day. Depends a little bit on what you were watching at. No sound, no sound. Normally there should be sound. There is sound. Okay, you can hear me. Good. All right. Then it's I think it's a small issue with Botsy. Okay. So good. Let's talk about it. Let's go through it. First of all, we had Canadian CHF. This was a pretty hard one. Market broke out, so this was the price reps I gave you. When it was Wednesday, it was we were right around this area of price, all right? So we wanted to see a deeper retest into our zone. First, we of course had this first reaction here, then the market went all the way down to yeah attack these lows. So in my opinion, I wasn't really reacting anymore when I saw this because the market went way lower than expected. Okay, so yeah, I personally just left it alone and didn't do anything with this. All right, what we do see, and that's such a beautiful thing about structure, is we have these lows, higher highs. We see the market creating equal lows and retesting. This was a pretty hard one because we were still looking for the upside move. Okay, the market dropped then down, breaking that equal low that the market has created with that retest. And look at that. The market just decides to break our retest to the downside. This is the beauty. If you really start understanding the structure, you really can focus and switch your perspective pretty quick. Okay? Because that's also very important in my opinion in trading is when you have a certain breakout and the market decides to break the other direction, you have to switch pretty quick from your perspective of the market, from your direction of the market. Okay. For example, yesterday I was looking to sell some indices, but it was insanely bullish. Not a single rejection was shown on the chart, and then yeah, market just broke highs. I waited for the retest and I was buying. Simple. All right. So that's why structure is so important. Euro Canadian market broke out to the upside, came back for the retest. Of course, market was trying to really hit that support. So if you found yourself a sell entry along the way here, I do understand this. This one here, yes, but the top one, no, because we were already attacking these highs. All right. But if we then take a look at the other direction, breakout, market came back for the retest. Massive rejection here on that 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, 50-minute time frame. So all time frames were rejecting and showing us price action. And like you can see, with a 15 pip stop, the market now made like 47 pips profit. So a 103 was definitely possible here for Euro Canadian. Okay. If we then take a look at Euro NZD, next one, market broke out massively. Wednesday. This was the area of price when I made this price trap. We went all the way higher, really like breaking these highs already. While this was basically my target or what I was looking for to get hit is like these highs getting taken out. And this happened before my retest. So I wasn't even interested anymore the moment the market came back for the retest. Okay. If you were looking at it, like you can see, you had some good price action there, and the market did give you like, I don't know what it was. It was like a 20 pip stop, and the market went for, yeah, 53 pips in profit. So basically a break even was definitely possible here for Euro NZD. Let me check the links that you're sending there. So this is AUDJPY, whew, clean one. Wasn't sure about this one because the retest wasn't that deep. Yeah, indeed. So that's, yeah, in my opinion, this retest was perfect. It didn't have to go that deep anymore because we already took out a lot of demand zones. If I'm taking a look, yeah, I see this is the breakout retest. Beautiful, by the way. Congratulations by taking this one because that's just so clean. Um, but you always wanna take a look for like possible demand zones where the market could turn around. The first zone is of course this one here, and that's the zone where the market reacted. Of course, I'm going to be looking at entries already here. If the market decides to go lower, we know that we still have demand zones sitting lower that we can check if we can create some good price action to go higher, of course. Okay, but great chart. Amazingly spotted. So yeah, nice one. I did not take the first trade because the retest wasn't that deep also, and missed the second trade because of spreads. The second trade because of spreads. You mean like this massive rejection, like this night at one? Mostly two times on one pair. That's like the maximum. All right. Okay. Ah, okay, the wrong link. Ah, I thought like something's wrong. There we go. So that's the review. Now, if we take a look at the next ones, what do we have? GN. When it was Wednesday, 8 a.m., when we were on the sessions, we were around this area of price. Only 2 hours later, the market gave us that retest. Again, not deep, but it is the retest. And this is the moment I start for my first reaction, or I look for my first reaction. I know this is a very interesting zone for the market to go to, but of course, we have this very small black candle in between that can be used as a support, and then the market shoot it higher. All right. So 1 hour engulfings. 30-minute time frame, evening stars and morning stars, excuse me, and so on and so forth. So much price action to be reacting on, with a stop loss around 20 pips, and the market went for more than 100 pips to the upside. So a beautiful take profit here was definitely possible. And then the market just decided to start consolidating. Okay. So good. Let's keep it moving. The next one is GU. GU, beautiful, beautiful price trap again. Market broke out, came back for the retest all the way in this demand zone. And this is a beautiful example of the two reactions, right? The first time we came back to this zone here, here we got some beautiful price action, like especially the lower time frames. Let me go back to the 30. There we go. It was something like that. So you had like a stop loss of around 20 pips, and the market just missed out on the 60 pip move. But then we have that second push to the upside with the second zone of interest. Like the very first zone is always the low, all right? Always the low that gets broken. The second zone of interest is here at the top with this demand zone. Like this low is very interesting. And if I put my line on this low, look at that. Ooh, beautiful, right? So then you can simply look for price action. Market reacted on this 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, 50-minute time. Let me check. Whew, this was a pretty hard one. We never really got like the candlesticks that we love to react on. So gotta be honest, if you would be looking for this one, that would be a very hard one to be reacting. Okay. So good. Can you explain me later how to I calculate the lot size of silver? Yes, I will. I will. Let me check. I see more links coming in. This is Euro Canadian. I think I already covered Euro Canadian, right? Or was it another one? Yeah, Euro Canadian here. First reaction. Yeah, but that's beautiful. Second reaction, take profit. Maybe your stop was a little too tight, but yeah, then that second reaction was just beautiful. 103 was to reward. How, are we still caring about like yeah, we took exactly the same trade yesterday. Beautiful. I love that. I love that. That Euro JPY is exactly the same trade that we took yesterday. So amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. Let's keep it moving. So, GU, I was ready with this one. NZTCHF. Here we go. NZTCHF, next one. Market broke out, came back for the retest, engulfing candle on the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, also showing you that tweezer top, and the 50-minute time frame showing you this beautiful morning star. This was just textbook price trap. A 4 to 6 pip stop loss. Market went for more than 29, not more than, exactly 29.7 pips in profit. So 103 was to what was again possible here. And what do we see again to go over that structure pretty quick? Market breaks lows, makes lower lows, lower highs. Do you see that? So lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. We create an equal low and the market decides to break. We go back to the resistance and the market decides to rise. That's the beauty about market structure. Easy, easy, like a 1, 2, 3. If this is not easy for you, don't worry. Give yourself time to learn these type of things. Backtest, train your eyes, do it again and again and again, and you will see that you will get better the more you will do it. For you, Chef, we did get a good breakout retest here. But yeah, the price action was also pretty hard to be reacting on. It did trigger though. So if you were reacting on that 30-minute engulfing, no, that 1 hour engulfing, excuse me. No, not even the 1 hour engulfed, so never mind. Never mind. So this was a pretty hard one to react on. Okay. If you did find yourself a reaction, yeah, market went for almost 60 pips in profit, which is beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this was a pretty hard one to react. Then we have gold, last one. First of all, we were looking for a breakout retest to the downside. We did get a reaction here. Not that deep, not that really the move that I was looking for personally. I did have this beautiful breakout retest to the upside though. So again, market starts breaking to the other direction. We change direction, we change our view, and boom, we get a beautiful buy. Okay, so good. Let me see what you guys are asking, so I can get back to you, and then we can start looking for today. By the way, yesterday we took Euro JPY, so the sell here exactly the same like you sent it the link, and then we had Euro USD was also a sell here. I also gave this one live on the session. Also a beautiful, beautiful take profit. Can you explain me later how you can calculate the lot sizes on silver? Well, pretty simple. I'm always a person who is using my Facebook for my lot sizes. Or yeah, lately I'm not really using a calculator anymore, but I'm gonna explain that in a moment. Um, let's say we trade $1,000, 1% risk, and we have a 50 pip stop on silver. Maybe whoa, let me check. This is not correct. Here we go. Do we really need 10,000 before we can trade silver? I don't think so. I've been trading silver with lower accounts than that. I think we are missing a zero here. Yeah, 50 pips, $1,000. I have to double check this. I don't want to give you wrong information. I think we need to add a zero here, and then your lot size will be correct. That's what I think. I'll have to double check this. Excuse me. I don't want to give you guys information I'm not sure about. Okay, so I'm not really sure how this is. I think it's an extra zero here. With gold, it is an extra zero you need. But silver, I'm not sure. What you can do, and that's what I personally do, for example, with the indices, before I even think about my trade, I just check like I put a limit on there, and if you put your stop loss there, you can already see how much you're risking. So that's what I personally do. So for example, you want to risk 1% of your account, you can do a limit up front on your MetaTrader 5. Once you put your stop loss there, you will see how much you're risking, and that's a way to find your lot size. So that's a thing you can use until I maybe found out what's the problem here. But normally, if I'm not mistaken, it's with a zero extra here at the trade size, and then you will have the correct lot size. I think this is correct, but I'm not sure. Okay, good. Let's take a look at what we have for today for price traps. If you have any price traps you're looking at, let me know in the chat box. Would be nice. Hmm, I'm gonna give this another color. If you see me giving this like a pink color or something like that, that means that I'm doubting a little bit and that I will get back to that chart after I went through all the pairs. Why did you not react to Euro USD at 9 in the evening? 9 in the evening for the buy? Do you mean, or what are you looking for? On Euro USD at 9, that's around this area. Ah, Monday sells. Here. No, I didn't. Um, Monday sells 9. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I look at it? Basically because I think I wasn't just I just wasn't watching. I saw this in the morning this here. I didn't saw this one here. So that's the reason why I didn't react. But if you reacted, basically, let's go over that. 15 engulfing, 30-minute engulfing, 1 hour time frame engulfing. So every single time frame was engulfing. Let's check. Let's just say we go for the 1 hour. You will be having a stop loss of 4 pips, 5 pips. Market went for almost 15 pips in profit. So yeah, risk-free break even was basically Euro USD play on this one here. But then the second, boom, beautiful. GJ buys could be a good option. I will check that. Let me first check the rest. Interesting. I will get to GJ first. Yeah, this can be very interesting indeed. We had a long consolidation. Excuse me. We have a long consolidation moment here on GJ. We finally break out. They usually say like the greater the breakout, the greater the retest. Like the greater the consolidation, the greater the breakout. That's what I wanted to say. I was a little something caught my attention here from here. All right. So GJ indeed looking pretty good. Be patient. At this moment, I don't see a lot going on here. We tried, but we rejected again to the downside. So at this moment, I would be patient. This is like a very clean zone to look at around that area. But if we don't hit this and we create a price action right now, I'm not gonna wait till the market goes all the way back to that zone. Okay, good. Yeah, Euro JPY is just a no-brainer. Let's trap this. Hmm, what's that indicator for gaps? Oh, yeah, that's my personal indicator. Excuse me. I built my own indicator. That's a small price trap indicator. But I gotta disappoint you because this is members only. I'm gonna show you pretty quick, just pretty quick. So we have gaps, we have highs and lows, and we have breakouts on this indicator. Like you can see, we have gaps, like you can see, like all the imbalances are on there. We have breakouts with these crosses, and we have highs and lows with these lines. So that's basically what I built, but yeah. All right, Euro NZD. Is it possible? Yeah, like I said, the sad news is it's a members only indicator, so NZD CHF clean zone, but it's gone. Silver can be interesting, but gotta pay attention. AD USD, I'm also looking at the same thing. But let me first move to the next pairs. Let me trap Euro NZD. I will get back to AD USD and the rest. Let me first see if we have some other ones. I do like this. We do have a breakout, like you can see. We are retesting, so pay attention. We wanna have the clean price action, of course, always, every single time. We don't react just blindly because we break a retest. So I think also the 4 hour will be rejecting. Yeah, definitely. So watch out from this breakout. If this breakout decides to go lower and hit these lows, I'm gonna adjust my resistance to the highs. Okay. So GJ taking or keeping an eye out for that one. It's a big consolidation here, but yeah, a price trap is a price trap. Let's just trap it. Let's just see if we can maybe have some breakouts on this one. There we go. So that's for GN. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Ah, there we go. NZD Canadian. This is different. The 4 hour broke also created equal highs, so this is going to be interesting. This is ugly. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Maybe you cat. Maybe you cat. Tum, 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 tum. The fast retest already happened, so now we are waiting for that slow, big retest. UJ. Let me first make this orange. There we go. UJ, nope. Yeah, you chef. If you could break our retest this high, would be beautiful, but let me move on first. Yeah, silver, we missed this one completely. If we wanted to buy, we should be running this already. So I don't wanna force too much here. Gold, ah, not the most clean chart. Let me leave it alone. Here, I do like ADUSD. So let me trap it also. We have that resistance zone. I want to be a little careful with the supports. We could take out these lows and then start rising, you know. So I'm just gonna use the resistance on this one. There we go. We are back for the retest, so pay attention there. Can be for every moment. Canadian JPY. Nah, I'm gonna leave this one. Don't like it. Euro Canadian, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you're talking about these wicks here, right? Like this. There is a high probability that the market will just do this. Take out these wicks and then start rising. Just remember when you're using price trap, for example, with AD/USD, you're now looking for buys. If your take profit is below these highs here, excuse me, that's just great. That's what you want to have because you don't want to have the market to need to break another point of structure before you even have a profit. Okay. No, not really. It just needs to give a retest. So it's not that I'm saying like it needs to hit a 50% FIP minimum or something. No, I'm not doing these kind of things. I just once I my for example, my resistance is broken and I now it's back. This is already a moment I'm watching. I'm looking. I'm like, can be interesting. Let's keep an eye out on that one. Here, GJ. Look at the rejection. Ooh, 50-minute engulfing. Let's see. Euro Canadian, we cannot do anything with that. AD/USD, still also nothing to do with that. I'm gonna take a look at GJ. Maybe this could be a live entry. Would be beautiful. Let's see. 2 minutes left. Help me remind to look at that. Yeah, these indices that I gave, these ideas were just from another level. I did a very quick price rep on the indices. That's what I mean, by the way, yesterday. I was looking for sells on US 500. Here with the breakout retest, small retest, but market just didn't do anything and broke to the upside. What did we see? Breakout retest, boom, I bought. Um, since beginning December, yeah, somewhere around that time, I started indices, but I'm not doing it on the publics now. I'm just testing it basically for myself first. And once I'm really confident and seeing the results, I will be sharing more on the sessions. I've been using indices with price trap works basically on every single. Let me first check. Okay. Price trap works on every single pair, every single market, stocks, crypto, call it, it works. So it doesn't matter where you're trading it. Of course, it works on indices. Indices also respect highs and lows. Let me just give you a quick review of how my December or the starting from December looked like. So I started around this period. So what did I do? Breakout, retest, sell. Here I sold, I took a stop loss. Here I bought, I had take profit. Breakout, retest, sell. Breakout, retest, sell. Breakout, retest, sell. Breakout, retest, sell. Again and again and again. Here then, of course, we start looking different direction. Maybe a stop loss opportunity. Breakout, retest, buy. Breakout, retest, buy. You see? Here we missed out on the retest. So yeah, 1 on 3, same thing, same rules, different stop losses, maybe bigger stop losses, but same rules. All right, good. Let me go into the crypto charts to end off this session. We still have 1 minute in the hour, so oh no, it's only 3 seconds. Let me check. GJ. Nope, we gotta wait. Not ready yet. AD/USD, also same thing, not ready yet. No candlesticks. Euro Canadian, same thing, not ready yet. USD Canadian, yeah, we need to wait for USD Canadian for a proper retest there. NZD Canadian now? Wait, did I trap it? Nah. Oof, I missed the color. Yeah, basically. Let me check. This is looking good, to be honest. For the first reaction, it's looking good. Remember that we can go lower, okay? So if we take a stop loss, just watch price action. What I would be looking for, yeah, I do like it. I'm just finding a good entry spot. Let me put this FEP here first. Do this. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I would love that zone. Just like the 50-minute engulfing you have seen here. This one here. I put in my FEP on that. And then the 38 or the 62, depends on what you're looking for. I want to see the market at least pulling back to that. And then maybe we can find ourselves a first entry for NZD Canadian. 8 pip stop would be good. We don't want to give the market too much room because if we know that the market drops, we know we need to look for a new reaction. Okay. It's not that ideal because we really need to break structure for a take profit here. Like I said before, I'd rather see the market um, having my take profits below the highs. But yeah, it is what it is. We have a lot of equal highs where the market can go to. So yeah, I do like this one. I do like this one. Nice. Thanks for the reminder because I used the wrong color. If I see that my pair has a red flag, I know it didn't break out, but this one already broke. Yeah, you can go for a limit order here, or you can wait for market execution. That's 100% your own decision, of course. I'm not here to give any financial advice. I'm just here to show you my knowledge and what I've been doing for the last couple of years. Good, but let's talk about crypto because it's very interesting what's happening here. I told you guys, I'm not sure if I told it on the public session. I'm not sure. Gotta be honest there. But I told it to my people here in the community, like, guys, if we see a breakout of the 4 hour structure, we can start. Have a great week. See you next week. So once we start breaking the structure of the 4 hour time frame, we can start seeing a bullish Bitcoin again. Is this the case? Yeah, it can be. It's looking pretty good, to be honest. If we can, at the end of the week, of course, close bullish, but during that moment, like now we already got that retest, it's possible we can go a little lower and go higher. But if we can really like hold this retest and then push us higher to the end of the week, I do see a new bullish Bitcoin. All right, I do see some new pushes to the upside. All right. So that's a little bit the vision I have for Bitcoin. We do have Ethereum, which is exactly the same. We also broke that 4 hour structure. This is the daily structure, by the way. We can delete that. This is 4 hour structure. A little higher, of course. These highs, there we go. We broke that, so that's the first sign of bullishness on Ethereum also. But we really want to see Ethereum getting here above that high. That's a very, very important one. Same thing for the weekly. We want to see it close bullish. And then if we take a look at the altcoins, they are all basically at the same position like we have seen on Bitcoin and Ethereum. They are basically just, yeah, breaking structure, right? Attacking highs, showing that there is strength building up. Also, what I do like is this here. We are really like reacting on that weekly zone and now climbing slowly back up. If we see this one take off, oof, prepare your seatbelts because we will see some crazy alts. But that's for this, for now, not the case. Okay, good. Solana Bitcoin, pretty much the same. Good, that's it. Don't have any more things to add here. I saw yesterday on the monthly that there could be a possibility to go towards a 57 Bitcoin. Yeah, of course. I see more and more bearish biases on the socials, on Twitter, and so on and so forth, which makes me massively bullish, to be honest. If I see a lot of people talking about lower levels, we are probably going higher. But definitely, 75. I'm not sure why 75, to be honest. Yeah, this is the very low. In my opinion, my first focus, if we go bearish, would be here, this 80 level, 80,000, and then see what the market will do with that level. Otherwise, if we do go lower, my first focus would be 73, 74. 57 would come later, way later than that. To be honest, if we go bear, this won't be the low. Never. This won't be the low. I think we would go all the way back to 30, maybe 25. Yeah, that's basically my bear market target. So yeah, I'm not sure why basically the 75 area, even the monthly doesn't show me a 75. Then I'm more looking at a 65, something like that. But at this moment, yeah, I'm still pretty positive. We gotta pay attention because we broke a lot of structure on the daily time frame. I know that. I'm aware of that. But that doesn't mean that this is not just a weekly retracement, right? Weekly retest and now rising again. Definitely possible. We have seen this also here. We have seen an all-time high market retraces for like how much percent? I think it was 55 or something. So here, market drops like, there you go, 56%. And then the market is starting to rise again. All right. So if we now take a look, yeah, no worry, bro. No worry. That's my feedback on it. So now we are only at 36. So yeah, we have seen worse. All right. No, what I would be focused on to come back on that structure is, of course, the first lows that we have here. Why the 80 level? Maybe it's good to show you that. Pretty simple. I do like the structure we see here. You know, like you see these touches every time on that 80 level. Every single time the market gets there, we see a reaction. So that's why I do see an 80 level still getting hit. And especially because we rejected massively here and then created these weak lows above. So that's a little bit the reason why I look at 80. I do understand why you look at 75. Don't misunderstand me. This is really like the low levels, same like I've did here. If we get here, that these are really like the low levels. But I would be first focused on the highs before I would be looking at 57. Okay, good. What are we doing? There we go. This is why we weren't ready yet. This is why we are patient. Little Canadian. Yeah, hands the Canadian. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna give this a green flag because we're running it. By the way, for the people who do not know how I'm using my colors, it's pretty simple. I'm using red, no breakout. Blue, retest is happening, so we are watching price action. Green, we are running the trade. And orange, we have a breakout, but no retest yet. Like you can see on USD Canadian, we have the breakout, but we need to come back for the retest. Okay? Good. That will be it. Let me check. Let me give a quick look for the indices. I'm just gonna show you like what I'm looking for. Buys on NAS 100, buys on US 500, buys on UK 100. Yeah, and we're breaking here on the D40, so we'd be looking for buys also. The Japanese, I'm still backtesting. The other ones, I'm pretty sure about. For US 30, I would stay away. This is all-time highs, no structure, so today I'm staying away from US 30. That's it. Any questions? Anything you want to add? I'm gonna put an alert. I'm personally going for a market execution, by the way. So the moment I get my alerts, I will be ready. That's why we have these beautiful alerts. Make use of them. No questions? All right, then we are ready for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the sessions, the session today sessions. We see each other back, of course, next week, Wednesday again for the same exact session at the same exact hour, of course. We will be reviewing all the price swaps from today, like every single week, and we will be making some new price swaps for the next week. Okay, we will be talking about crypto again. And of course, don't hesitate to share your charts, share your or ask your questions. I'm always here to help you guys as good as possible in your journey of this amazing world. Let me say it like that. Okay. So thank you all for being here. I wish you the best, and we see each other back next week. Ciao, ciao.